See, what would knowledge engineering?
There's no engineering.
Like
There is none in here, huh?
something about like minerals or something.
You could do.
Knowledge planes maybe.
No, that wouldn't be from planes.
Geography.
You would probably have to do a craft check on it, and most likely.
I have alchemy if you want me to do that. Alchemy's metals.
Yeah, you could do it. You could sense. You could try it on that one.
I kind of just look at Bill. We could probably sell that for 5,000 gold.
So my character rolls an alchemy craft check on that thing.
How do you know that we could sell it for 5,000 gold?
Oz, no
It just
metagaming,
looks-
you motherfucker.
No,
It looks just like a hammer
Oh.
to you. Like seriously, completely. Like it's just a
Wait,
fucking
did it-
hammer that looks nice.
didn't you tell us it was +1
Nah,
light?
I told you it was +1, but you're not metagaming, asshole.
My character tells Alarak
No, 'cause-
to.
Wait,
How do you know the cost of adamantine going on to it?
Oh, I don't know the Adamantine. I'm just saying
mhm.
the +1 enchantment. We know that, right?
That would only make it 2k, dude.
+1
No.
and light?
Okay,
That's...
hold on. Hey
No
guys,
metagaming.
we're getting off steam. I was just saying that because it's like it's important to know what your character would actually know. And Thar just says you got to 22.
Right.
Is that good enough to know what adamantine is? And it's properties.
Well, here's the problem. I messed up because I just told you guys what it was, because that's what I'm used to Oz doing for us. But so in general, she would know from that check that it's a very, very hard metal, and that it seems like it's like a very, very high quality. If from that check, she probably wouldn't actually know that it's adamantite.
Can I praise it?
You could try, and you can go from there. But in the future, I'll make sure I'm better about like watching what loot I give you and how much you guys know.
Okay, the only reason I was saying it was 8,000 probably or 5,000 is because we know how much it costs to upgrade, so we know it was +1 and it has a light effect on it. That's automatically 8k.
Okay.
Right, but you're not supposed to know that it has a +1 or a light effect on it because we didn't identify it for that.
Yeah.
The thing is, we identify the mana ray cloak.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you guys want to, hey, by all means, like, if you guys house rule that, that's fine. It's just I want to know where the rules.
No,
are.
yeah. In the
like,
future, so
that's
yeah.
why, like, that's like why you get appraise,
Right,
so that you can find out how much something's worth.
Right.
Yeah.
So in the future, I'll have you guys. When I know the item, I'll just describe it to you guys, and I'll let you guys know as much as you would see from it, and then I'll have you guys go from there. So that's how we'll do it from that on. That was just my bad.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be a dick or anything.
No,
It's just
yeah.
like I want to know what the rules are. Like,
Yeah,
if you guys have house rules
we'll
or
do
something.
it. Yeah, no, we're gonna do it as it would be, like, so that the skills are actually important. So from here on, you guys will do the checks on it. It was just my bad at getting excited.
What can you tell with his appraise? Is that 16 for your appraise, Tharja?
From the appraise, you can tell that. Okay, so how would it normally go for appraise? Like if it's like a mid roll, would you just say that you know that it's like a number range, or would you say like that you know that it's expensive? Like how would that go?
DC 20 for a common item. If you succeed by 5 or more, you determine if it has magical properties.
Okay.
It doesn't tell you what the properties are, but it tells you if it's magical. If you fail by less than 5, you determine it within 25%. If you fail by 5 or more, then the price is wildly inaccurate. So
Got
it's
it.
up to DM's discretion.
Okay, so I would roll.
Particularly rare exotic items might increase the DC of this check by 5 or more.
Got it. Okay. Okay, so for this one, let me roll what you would know about the cost of this one.
But if you know it's adamantine and you can tell us about that, then
Yeah, for this one,
that would be very helpful.
Yeah, so for this one, you guys know that adamantite is incredibly strong. It can't be sundered, and it's just like one of the hardest materials. Let me look up the other stuff for adamantite.
Yeah, my character says, "Oh, it can't be sundered. Maybe that'll come into use soon." Wink, wink.
Well, this is just a random item that came.
Wink, wink, wink. Wink,
I
wink.
go. Would I know any? What would I need to roll to know what adamantine is, or like, does it matter? Like, does he tell us all the properties of it, essentially?
Let me see. From that roll, I'll give you guys a little bit, but you wouldn't get very much.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, can I I have message, right, Ben? So I can message people stuff, right? Without others knowing.
Is that one of the ones you took for the day?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can message people.
Okay. And then others have to make if they know that I'm messaging somebody, they can roll a DC 25 perception to find out.
Yep. Is there any like noticeable effects of it, or is it just invisible?
Well, you can spellcraft or you could perception, I would think.
Right.
Yeah,
I was
it's
gonna say you
a
can
DC
spellcraft.
25 perception.
But what's the spellcraft point?
It doesn't say anything about spellcraft. It just says those nearby. If you're nearby, you
But,
can make
like-
a DC 25.
Well, okay, so what does it say as far as like? I'll just look it up.
I point somebody. I point at somebody, and then they get the message. That's how it works.
Okay, so you have to point.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if they see you pointing, they could try and do spellcraft and do it. Okay.
I guess.
Yeah, spell as
Yeah.
it's being cast, 15 plus spell level
Yes.
for spellcraft. But I have shit for spellcraft.
Yeah,
that's
so
why
it'd
I'm
be
not
like
really
a-
seeing
So what
anything,
it would be is you could tell that I'm messaging somebody, but you wouldn't be able to see the message or hear the message.
Exactly. I would know that you're casting message, but I wouldn't know what the message is or anything
Yeah.
like that.
Okay, so you guys know that this item is between. You could realistically sense that it's, you could most likely try and get a buyer to buy it, or if you wanted to try and buy it in like a shop or something, you could probably try and get it for between 3,000 and 7,000.
That's a pretty good
So
range.
facto,
Let's.
hopefully you're having a
I'm
good
gonna
Monday.
tell
just
Rose
playing the
here.
game
Let's deal with that later. Let's just move on. Let's just put it in our
Okay.
sack and then move on.
Alright. The only
Um,
reason I mention this, by the way, guys, is because metagame, like Adamantine, is fucking sick. You can do
Yeah,
some
it's
awesome things
really
with
yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm. So
My character also tells Rose, you know how there was how this thing was on this side. There's another one exactly similar on the other side. Maybe you can give us more information
On what side?
because there's another broken down thing pillar right here.
So as far as it goes with your guys' knowledge of adamantine at this point, you guys just know that it's very expensive and that it's like a rare metal, but you guys don't necessarily know from looking at it what it can naturally do. So if you guys tested it out, you guys might be able to learn what it does, but just by looking at it, you guys don't know other than that it's expensive.
Can I? Yeah. Let's just move on for now.
Okay.
Okay, so Bill, does that answer your question as far as what you can do with it?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
well, he's the one that made the check.
Right,
So
right,
like
right.
it's his decision what information to give us.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so I'm gonna tell them about the adamantine. That's fine with me.
Okay.
I'm gonna move up, and then I'm gonna point over here, this area.
Okay, nothing else in the chest, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. There's nothing else. Just
Okay.
those two.
Like, how would I even tell everybody? Like, do I need to tip off everybody that I'm messaging? Like, say, oh, I pointed to this guy.
What do you mean?
Like, if I'm gonna go try to message somebody and be sneaky, do I have to say, oh, I pointed to Elrath? Like, that would totally give it away.
Yeah, you would if it's so basically,
Unfortunate.
yeah, like depending on where you guys are at, just message me. Like if you want to be like, okay, I'm gonna send a message to them, and based on where everybody is, I'll roll perception to see if they would notice. So
Okay, that's fair
you can
enough.
try and be sneaky about it, but I'll roll to see if they could actually see it.
Okay.
Yeah, magic is a lot clearer, like what you need to do with it than it was in 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
have to. It's like you have to gesture with one arm in motions that people can see. You have to,
Yeah.
if it's a verbal component, talk in a loud, clear voice. Like
Right.
in 3.5, you could whisper it, and it was like, what the hell? You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Like get
how-
silent spell.
Yeah.
Like, couldn't I just stand in the back and just point to people and just start messaging
If you
randomly?
if you were behind them and there's no reason they would see you, then I'll say that they don't notice. But like if you're in the middle of like a crowd and like one of these guys sees you pointing randomly,
Yeah.
they're gonna have a chance to and they'll
No,
give them
that
a chance to spellcraft it.
Yeah,
so.
it'll give them a chance to know that I'm messaging somebody secretly, but there's no
Yeah,
reason
they would-
for them to
yeah.
know.
You gotta
what it
do the
is.
love gun.
Oh yeah,
Verbal.
God,
God.
yeah.
Wow, that's kind of shitty.
For what?
Like, message has a verbal component too.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
message.
Man,
That's the
that
message
kinda
you're
sucks.
sending.
Well, no, like the verbal component, it means you have to basically chant something in a strong voice before you send the message. That
Oh god,
sucks.
that sucks. Yeah. So my
well,
character is gonna
whatever.
point to this thing.
Okay, when you guys get up to that step, you guys see that this guy has appeared up there.
Oh, it's a genie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna go walk up to the genie.
Is he in shitty 3D CGI?
yeah, he looks like he's very silly looking.
Can I wave to him and say can I just wave to him?
So he says, "Welcome. I've been waiting for you guys to make your way over here."
Can I walk up to him and say, these traps you set, they're kind of weak. Maybe I can give you some pointers here.
He says, "Oh well, if you'd like, you could always critique things in my world."
I tell him I'll think about it. Let me go back over here.
Mm-hmm.
I walk the other way.
He says, "Come gather. I have some propositions for you guys."
Okay, my character comes back and says, "Oh, propositions,
Knowledge?
knowledge." Do you say stealth?
He says, I have some things for everybody. So if there's anything you guys could possibly want, I definitely have something for you here.
I want a donut that gives me immortality.
Knowledge and sense motive?
Go for it.
Like, what knowledge am I doing for this guy?
Yeah,
You would
I'll
do
roll
for
knowledge
him.
too.
You would do knowledge arcana to find out what he is, and then you
Okay.
can do sense motive for what he's telling you.
There's my arcana. 25.
Okay, you know that he is a djinn, and you know that he's pretty powerful. You know that he's a powerful djinn. Shoot it.
Is 18 good enough for a djinn?
What is your name, Mr. Jin?
You all so you just hear Tharja say, "Oh, welcome, Mr. Jin." So you ascertain from the knowledge you have that he's definitely a
Yeah.
djinn.
Yeah. What is your name, Mr. Jin?
He says, "My name is the Great Zimmerel, and I am here to take you guys to a magical and great world that I've
Oh,
created."
really?
Really?
I
Sense motive
look at
16.
him.
Okay, hold on. Let me do his bluff.
That's real terrible. Like,
Can I get-
Yeah,
what
I'm
is-
pretty
what is-
sure
That
he's
is
not
bad.
good.
What is the sense motive? What is it based off?
It's based off of
Wisdom.
wisdom.
Oh, I got a sense motive then. Hold up.
Yeah, you would have decent Oz.
Oh,
I mean-
shit, suck my dick.
Oh shit! So you know, okay. So I'm not even gonna roll his shit. So Oz, you know that. Well, I guess I'll roll it for the other guy, but for Bill over there. But hold on one second.
I don't know anything. I'm just enthusiastic about meeting a Jin.
What the fuck?
Exact opposite. We got a 20 and we got a 1. GG.
Yeah, my character is just excited to be here, alive.
Wow! What the fuck do I do here? What do I do if there's two 20s?
The
take the higher
Take
roll.
the higher one?
You always
Okay.
you actually always take the higher roll.
Even if it's a perfect 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no like botching or critting.
I like to include I like to have
Yeah,
that.
that's cool.
Yeah, so we're gonna have the 20s and
I
ones.
do that in my own.
Yeah, because they're fun. Okay, so Oz actually wins the role. So so Oz, you can tell that he's a very charismatic genie here, but you can sense that under what he's saying that it's maybe not as glamorous as he says, but he's definitely he does have a powerful place, is what you can understand.
My character spins around and shows him the cloak.
He says, "Oh, you're impressed with yourself, aren't you?"
I tell him your message. I just do a spin. I do a dance. Do you like my cloak?
Oh, good. So he looks fast. He looks at everybody at once, and he basically says, "So, is anybody here interested in seeing this this world of wonders that I have awaiting?"
I ask him.
What do I know
Yeah.
of djinns?
Huh?
What do I know of djinns?
You know, if
Are they
especially from-
mischievous?
Yes.
Are they evil?
What do
So
I
you know
about
that
him?
in general, jinns are tend to be chaotic neutral or chaotic good. In general, they don't tend to be super evil in the sense of wanting to like kill people, but you know that they are definitely like tricksters. So they're not really necessarily doing things for people. They're doing things with their own motives in mind. And those motives tend to be to get some sort of like joy or like
My character
pleasure
is-
of
Wait.
watching people
Go ahead,
suffer.
bet. You dropped rocks on the guy that finished his world. How is that not evil?
Like I said, they're not always going to be doing things the way that everybody would think. So
I interject and I go, we have no great love for Thurbius. He was not our companion, but we would ask that you speed our journey along. I'd rather not be caught up. I'm here to do a job to escort these people off to Cheliax. I'd rather be on the road again.
Can my character say, yeah, we know about your like you send them to a world and then they do tricks, blah blah blah.
These
Sounds all
guys.
fancy and stuff, but
These guys.
we're not really interested in that. You go into your world.
he says,
Does
"Oh,
he
but
look threatened at all
No,
by this?
he doesn't-
The fact
he
that they just
doesn't-
gave him this information? Okay.
yeah, he doesn't seem like he's very perturbed at all by what you guys are saying to him. So he seems very confident, and he says, but I have things that I can promise you guys. I know that us Jinn have a bad name, but I can assure you this place is very, very promising and very.
My character has a sense motive of 1, so my character's like, oh really?
Yeah,
Tell us
yeah.
more.
He says, I have knowledge of vast spells, and the place that I've created for you has
Vast
plenty
spells.
of things for you to take up your time with.
My character
I say,
said,
Tharja, weren't you there? Weren't you the one that was reading the note with me that Thurbius wrote?
my character looks back and says, He says he has spells.
So he looked at Tharja and says, "So Tharja, are you willing to go to my plane or not?"
My character says, why would I have to go to your plane to learn these
Oh
spells?
my lord.
He says, "This is the place where the learning happens. I can't teach everything to
Where
you
the
right
learning
here."
happens.
Yeah, yeah. He says,
Where
I
does-
can't teach you everything to you right here on this hill."
Oh, you don't have to teach me everything. Can you teach me one thing?
He says, I can teach you one thing with the promise that more will come, but I need to know are you willing or not."
My character says, teach me the one thing first, and then I'll tell you if I'm willing.
He says, I need to have an answer, Tharja."
I said that's my answer. You teach me
He
one thing, and
says,
I'll
I
tell
need
you my
to-
answer after that.
No, he says he has to have an answer right now, Tharja.
I'm gonna whisper to Rose. I'm gonna be like, I don't like this situation.
Okay. My character says, well, if you're not going to teach me a spell first, then I'm not going to answer your question.
Are you sure you don't want to have some spell? I can tell you which one it would be right now.
Okay, my character is interested in knowing which spell.
Okay.